All right, guys, final video, electrical layout. Let's knock it out and then your plans will be done. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's place some exterior outlets in here, guys. Okay, so let's go on over to our drawing and let's look at what we got here. We got the house. First thing is actually we're going to switch over to the electrical plan view and it's going to look something like this. This is what we got. Let's throw some outlets in here. Electrical exterior outlets. We're going to click the outlet button up here, regular 110-volt outlet. And then we are going to throw one for the porch. Yes, we want the outlets displayed. Go ahead and do that. We're going to have one for the back deck, and then we're going to need one for the AC. Okay, those are going to be the code required outlets for sure. And then that's the exterior. Unless you want to add power extra places, you're done. Place the interior outlets next. All right, we're going to place interior outlets next. We'll go back over here. So leave a 110-volt outlet. It knows if it's outdoor or indoor. Okay, now let's walk into the living room. There's going to be outlet over here, one on this wall, maybe one on this wall. There's not a lot going on. Maybe you want to throw one in the floor area for like a couch or something if you got a big room, maybe, but that's good enough. Okay, over in the kitchen, let's throw one underneath the island. That way people can charge stuff. And on the countertops, we need one for every 4 feet of countertop or one for every chunk of countertop. Here's one for this countertop. And let's throw two over here and maybe one over on this side. Okay, great. There's going to be an outlet behind the sink underneath. There's going to be an outlet for the fridge. There's going to be a 220 outlet for the range for high power. We'll go back to 110 outlets. And the dishwasher is powered by the, oh, my dishwasher's in a weird spot, guys. We just noticed that because it's because I moved away from the sink. Let's grab this cabinet, pull it out, pull this one over, pull this over, put it back. Now our dishwasher's next to the sink. That's kind of what we want. All right, easy fix. Those are the kitchen outlets. We'll go ahead and go over here, throw one on this wall in case there's like a, dining table or something over here. Great. In the dryer space, we're going to need a 220 outlet for the dryer and a 110 outlet for the washing machine. We're not going to put one in the linen closet because it's small. No big deal. We'll throw one in the hallway and then we'll go ahead and move into the bathroom. We'll do one for the vanity on the side here. Move over into this bedroom. Let's put one on each wall. Depending on where your bed goes, you might change that. And then over here in the master bedroom, let's throw one on each wall. Great. In this room, we're going to have the water heater, which is going to be wired up to 220, but there's not an outlet for that. We're just going to let all that hard wiring be done. Electricians understand that. And that takes care of all of the interior outlets, unless you want to add extra stuff or fancy stuff. Exterior lights. Okay, let's do a light. Hit the light button. If you move around to the outside, it's going to default to a sconce. We'll go ahead and throw one on this side of the door for the front, and we'll throw one on this side of the back door. Actually, we'll do two. We'll do one on this side, and it's doing something funny right here. I don't know what. Oh, there's an invisible wall. We'll do one next to the door over here too. But there's two lights for the deck. And this is just a symbol. This doesn't mean the light's going to go exactly right here. It's just saying, hey, here's all the sconces and stuff. Electricians are going to bid off of these sometimes. It's good for these to look correct. And I don't need any other exterior lights like that. We're good there. Now we're going to place interior fans, okay? I don't have a button for that yet. We're going to go ahead and switch and go ahead and, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to type fan, go into ceiling fans, and we're going to do basic ceiling fan. We're going to put one in the living room and one in each bedroom. This is why we don't leave that in the center. That's good enough. This is why we don't leave the titles. I'm going to switch back to the floor plan view dimensions. Remember, this is a finished drawing. I'm going to grab both of these, move it up out of the way somewhere. Same thing with this. I'm going to grab both of them, move it up out of the way somewhere. Now when I go back to my electrical plan view, it's not in my way. We try to avoid things being messier than they need to be. Go ahead and let's center this fan in this space, and it looks like about centered in the living room. We'll call it good. Actually, let's center it on the window. That's the way this is the living space. Now here we'll grab the fan, center it this direction, and center it this direction. And now it's exactly in the middle. Same thing with this fan. We'll center it this direction, center it this direction. Good to go. Now, if you're going to do canned lights with fans, an easy, quick way to do that is take a line, turn off the angle snap, turn on the object snap. And we're going to snap from here to the center of the fan and then go back over here to the corner. And then when you go put your light in, you're going to hit the light button and you're just going to touch the middle of this line and then you're going to delete this line. And then like you do that all the way around and then you get 4 can lights. But for the purposes of this, it's a small house, small budget. We're going to assume it's a light kit on the fan, no recessed canned lights. What is next, guys? We got the interior fans done. Let's place interior lights. We're going to do canned lights. Let's see. We need some in the hallway. The living room has a light. We'll put one over the walk-in entry space. We'll put some in the kitchen. And I'm fighting the object here. I had to copy paste instead. There's the 4 can lights for the kitchen. And then we're going to put a special light here above the potentially dining room table, like a pendant light or something. And to find that, I'm just going to search pendant chandeliers. Here's a bowl pendant chandelier. Here's an object there. Just throw it in there. Beautiful. Who knows what they're going to actually select, guys? Now is not the time to be selecting your lights. Now is the time to be making the plans. That's how we're going to light up the house. light kit in there. Okay, let's throw a single regular light in the mechanical closet. They can have light to work on things. Generally, it's a good idea to have a light in every space. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the same trick. Copy paste the light to get it in here. That way the object's not changing on me. Copy paste the light in there, light in the utility room. Even though there's not going to be really a huge reason for it, we're going to have it anyway. Okay, and then we're going to do a light over the bathtub shower. That's going to have to be a waterproof light, guys, when you do your electrical. Make sure you're doing that. And then we'll throw another light here in the bathroom. We'll do another one over here. Then there's going to be a vanity light. There's going to be this light and this light. That's the lighting plan for the whole house, but we got to include the front porch, guys. Don't forget about the front porch. There is an overhang here. If you have to like do candle lights in the ceiling, that would be a time to do it, but we're going to rely on these sconce lights. In fact, we're going to throw another sconce light out here just so we can light up the whole porch. Perfect. Place the switches next. All right, we'll go over here to the plan, hit the switch button. This is as simple as like literally planning where you want your switches. First thing is you've got outdoor lights. So there's going to be a switch for that. There's going to be a switch for the fan in the living room, a switch for the light kit on the fan in the living room. There's going to need to be a switch for this closet as we go in. There's going to be a switch for the hallway lights. There's a light in here. Let's actually put another switch for that light. Off to the kitchen. Now you got to think about, okay, I'm going to walk in the door. Do I want to be able to turn on the kitchen lights? And not really. This switch will control the kitchen, and this switch will control the dining room light here. Then we'll put a switch over here for the outdoor lights on the back. Now, over by your kitchen, we actually are going to do one more. We're going to copy it, put it over the sink for washing dishes purposes. We'll throw two switches here, one for the light, one for the disposal. We're actually going to just go ahead and copy this text over here that says to disposal. We're going to drop it right here. And it's going to be the first switch because the one next to the sink that you want usually is the disposal. The other one's for the light. All right, moving down the hallway, we can turn the hallway lights on. Let's find a way. What do we need in the bathroom? Well, we're going to need a switch to turn on the vanity light and a switch to turn on the overhead lights and a switch to turn on the exhaust fan. Let's move this outlet over. It's easier to see what we're doing. Great. In the bedroom, there's going to be a fan and light kit. We'll drop these here. There's going to be a switch for the closet. In this bedroom, there's going to be a fan and light kit, not in that order. In the mechanical closet, we'll throw the switch in the mechanical closet because no one's going to, we try to avoid seeing switches if we can, but doesn't always work. And then we'll add another switch up here for this closet and move this outlet down. It's easy to see it. Those are all the switches that control all the lighting. What we're going to do next is I'm actually going to have to do a little trick in here because I haven't fixed this problem yet. I'm going to copy all these switches, open them up, go to my options and say, I don't want these to automatically change the switch type. Uncheck that box and you will see why later. All right, how are we doing now? What do we need? Place exhaust fans. Okay, again, don't have a button for that. I'm going to type exhaust is what we're going to search for. Go to exhaust fans. Just go ahead and select the fan by itself. We need one of those above the toilet area, and we need one of those in the laundry area. Put that here. The exact location is not super important, but those are the two places we need exhaust fans. There will be a vent hood. That's part of the kitchen setup. We're not worrying about that. All right, now we're going to connect electrical. That's the next step. Connect electrical button. Here we go. We're just going to drag and drop, guys. This switch, we're going to click and drag to here. And these lights we want to be connected. We're going to click and drag to here. And then we can't really see that line. We're going to stretch it out. Now we can see it. There's our connection. Connect electrical. Next thing. When you walk in, you probably want to turn the lights on. That's going to control this. I forgot a switch. We need an extra switch here because there was an entry light. These two switches are going to control the fan. I'm going to do the same thing with these. I'm going to make sure I tell it to don't change the switch type. And I'm going to connect them both to the fan because that's how the software works. It thinks the fan is one object. And the first switch is going to land on the center where the light is, and the second switch is going to land on the fan blade. That way people know, hey, that's for the light, that's for the fan. Easy. This one we're going to connect to the closet. Super simple. It's kind of hiding over the door. Let's kind of make it more obvious. There, we could see it better now. Let's keep on moving. In the kitchen, we're going to control all of these lights with this, and we're going to control this light with this. All right, doing good, guys. Let's connect these outdoor lights together and connect them to the switch. Again, let's take that switch wire and stretch it so it looks like it's going through the door. It's for the outsides. Very good. Obviously, the wire won't go through the door, but this is for visual purposes only. Let's go over to here. Let's connect this switch to our light above the sink. If you can't grab it, hit tab or hit the next button down here. And this switch will control this light. Very easy. Hallway, connect electrical. First switch actually is going to control the light in here. Oh, there's a fan. Let's actually make 3 switches. First one's for the light. Second one is for the fan. Third one is for the hallway. Let's try to make these a little easier to see. There's that one. And this one's just going to come in. This one's just going to go through the wall. That's the way it goes. All right, so that controls the fan in that room. Good to go. Into the bathroom. Connect electrical. The first one is going to control the vanity light. Second one's going to control the overhead lights. Third one is going to control the exhaust fan. Let's see if we can grab that one. Stretch it out. It's a little more obvious what's crossing over. Vanity, overhead. Let's make our line go around the word bath. It's a little cleaner to see. Just a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's wired up. Let's go on to the bedroom. Again, for the lights and fans, we're just going to connect both of them. The first one you walk into in a bedroom is going to be the lights. The other one is the fan. Super easy, guys. Same thing in this bedroom. First one is the light. The second one is the fan. Super easy. This closet, this switch is going to turn on this light. Let's make the line easier to see. And then in this closet, this switch is going to turn on this light. Let's make it easier to see. All right, that is everything connected. All the electrical is connected. Okay, now we're going to throw some spotlights on here for some security. We're going to go in here and just search spotlights. Dual spotlight. Let's throw one on this back corner. I missed. Dual spotlight. Let's throw one here on the wall in the back. Throw one here on the wall in the front. You can have as many spotlights as you want, but there's two. Place cable or internet. Okay, so if you have like a, let's say, TV wall, then you're going to copy this text over here for the master bedroom. Let's say that's the bedroom. That means this wall is the TV wall. Actually, I'm going to put this here and copy this outlet over here. So now this one's for the wall and this one's high up for the TV. That's how you would do that. And then if you want to be fancy, you go over here and you type cable for jacks, hit cable jack and put it on the wall. Now you've got cable and outlet right there for the TV. Sometimes people want soffit plugs for Christmas lights and convenient stuff. It's an expensive way of basically having convenient power for your Christmas lights and stuff, as far as I can tell. You're going to throw a soffit plug in each corner because you're rich and you can afford to run electricity to your soffits for your Christmas lights. Copy the word soffit plug, drop it over here next to this. Okay, now they're all labeled, soffit plugs, great. What's next? Reload elevations and then send this to layout. Okay guys, we're almost done here. Let's go back to our paper, go back to the elevations sheet. Now, each one of these things is drawn and you have to update it if something changes. And I added cute little sconce lights to the outside. I'm going to grab each one and I'm going to hit update view and it's going to think for a second and it's going to populate whatever changes have been made. Now you can see two little cute sconce lights. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and do that for each one of these. Okay, so those have been updated and we are good to go. Let's go back to our electrical sheet. Looks like there's nothing here. The last thing is send this to layout. I'm going to zoom in on this, send to layout, current screen, sure, 1/4 inch per foot, great. Send it on over. And guess what, guys? That is the last step. You can change your title block, add a plan name, add whatever you want to do here, guys. That is it. Now you are done. We're going to go ahead and print this out. File, print, or Control P. Now, this PDF is designed for 2 foot by 3 foot sheets of paper. That is an architectural D size piece of paper. All right, it is generating the preview of your layout. Here's all your sheets. Look at this. You got your first construction set of plans. And these are like real plans too. Good for you guys. You want all sheets. Architectural D, landscape, dots per inch, 1200 is great. That's totally fine. Don't print in color. Usually everything's all black. That's the way we want it. And then good to go, guys. Just hit save as PDF. Go to your example file. In your PDF plans folder, you can say, awesome, here's the date. Let's see, in this case, let's pick a random date. It's the year 2810, month is 10, day is 2. This is sample plan set. Save, done. And then your computer is probably going to open up a PDF depending on how you got that set up. But look at this, guys. You created your first set of construction plans. Here we go. BFB sample house. There it is, scrolling right on through. You got your construction plans and you only spent $200 to get this done, guys. You just spent a little bit of time, a little bit of knowledge, $200, boom diata. And you can make this as cool and fancy as you want. I hope you enjoyed this program and check out all the other stuff I got going on.